Well, good morning and welcome, everyone. Behind me stand some of San Diego's hardworking mothers and fathers. They put up food on the table for their families, but they also put food on the table for dozens of other hardworking families who work for them. Mo Sadigian started Urban Mo's Bar and Grill in the heart of Hillcrest. He employs approximately 120 people. Susie Bauman and her children run the Valley High restaurant with 208 employees. Lori Edwards-Tate runs At Your Home Family Care. She employs about 190 home care aides. Also with me are Carlos, Michael, Ann, Douglas, Peter, Sal, Ben, Matt, and Elvin. They are all hardworking residents, mothers and fathers, who employ hundreds of San Diegans. As mayor, it's my job to create an environment where people like them can continue to provide jobs for San Diego. When they thrive, San Diego thrives. When they struggle, San Diego struggles. Today, I'm vetoing the City Council's wage ordinance because we need these and other small businesses to thrive. This wage ordinance would make it harder for them to hire and employ San Diegans that need work. Let's be clear. San Diego's wages are already going up. Governor Brown has signed into state law that increases pay by 25%. The City Council's proposed wage ordinance adds an increase on top of that, resulting in a combined 44% increase in San Diego. The burden of the council's wage ordinance falls squarely on the shoulders of San Diego's small businesses and the families that they employ. Think of how this would affect you. Would you be able to make ends meet? The council voted to raise your family's expenses by 44%. You'd have to cut back. And that's exactly what San Diego small businesses will do. They will face tough choices. They may have to lay some people off. They may have to raise prices. They may even decide that running a business in San Diego is just too expensive. That's because our small businesses compete against restaurants in Poway, stores in Chula Vista, and shops in National City that won't face this same increase. We don't want hardworking San Diegans and businesses to close their doors or relocate. In many ways, the people behind me are helping to provide a ladder to new opportunities. If we pull this ladder from their grasp, then many San Diegans will miss the first rung that leads to new possibilities. If our city council truly wants to help people looking for jobs in San Diego, we need to build more ladders, not pull them out of reach. Big chain restaurants and stores won't be hurt by this local measure. Their large-scale operations are far better equipped to absorb the added expenses of this City Council ordinance. Family-owned establishments like Susie's, neighborhood restaurants like Mo's, and small businesses like Lori's will be the hardest hit by this ordinance. For years now, San Diego has suffered because of poor decisions made by past city leaders. We have seen the aftermath of those actions, from neglected neighborhoods to pension problems, disintegrating streets. We can't afford to repeat the mistakes of the past. We've come too far. We know that there is a better way. We need to find opportunities for Susie and her employees. We need to help Mo and Lori expand and support more people. And we've proven that we can do this. And the City Council knows this, because recently we've worked together to help bright companies like Illumina. We've worked together to help breweries like AleSmith and Ballast Point to expand. We've come too far in creating good quality jobs and getting our city back on track. We can't afford to go backward. Let's help everyone who's behind me. Lori, Susie, Mo, Carlos, Michael, Ann, Douglas, Peter, Sal, Ben, Matt, and Elvin. But more importantly, let's help the families that they employ and the opportunities that exist for hardworking San Diegans. Let's make good on San Diego's progress, and let's continue to create more opportunities for all. Thank you all very, very much for being here today. Thank all of you for everything that you're doing for our San Diego economy, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Can you tell us about your plans or feelings about what appears to be the path to a referendum and that council overrides your veto?
Well, I would be hopeful that the council wouldn't override my veto, because I think the policy is the wrong policy for San Diego. But I think it's very likely that if they do, there will be a referendum effort.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell us about where you see support for that referendum coming from? What groups might contribute to it? And
I think if it with a referendum, I think you'll see support from across the spectrum, for people who believe, like I do, and like all of the folks that are here today that are supporting good jobs for San Diego working families, that we should be doing everything we can to make sure that we're providing good opportunities, that we're keeping San Diego competitive. So I think you'll see a wide spectrum of support for that in the coming weeks, if in fact that's what happens.
Is there any kind of compromise, especially talking about the earned sick days? I know that's something that a lot of people would like to work with.
Well, I'll tell you, as you know, the measure is the measure, and what's included is in it. It's the wrong policy for San Diego. I will continue to work with my colleagues on the council, just like we have, if I've noted, on other items that we're doing to create good jobs, to increase small businesses, to expand companies here in San Diego. We've proven that we can do that, and I will continue to work with my colleagues on the council to do that.
Maybe
Carlos.
One of the problems, Mr. Mayor, a lot of people think that the minimum wage stuck there without growing for years. There's employees that have been working for 10, 15 years and are still stuck in the minimum wage bracket. Maybe that's something that's they're trying to level off a little bit?
Yeah, and I think, Carlos, that gets to what we're talking about, which is opportunities and providing those ladders to success. Not only a ladder to get a job, but then a ladder to work your way up and increase your opportunities. And what we can't be doing in San Diego is providing less opportunities for San Diegans. We want small businesses to grow, not cut back hours, not potentially lay people off. I want more people hired. I want more businesses to thrive. So we're having revenue for our neighborhoods, for street repair, to hiring more police officers. A very strong economy is so incredibly important for not just our city, but most importantly, for the hardworking San Diego families that rely on economic opportunity, to rely on getting a job in San Diego. And that's what I want, us to have San Diego moving forward and not put us at a disadvantage compared to other cities around the county and other municipalities. Guys, thank you all for being here. We'll be happy to answer any additional questions, or anybody up here will be available for interviews as well. Thank you very much.